The undercover owner stopped cold when he saw what the waiter did. He could not believe his eyes. What exactly did the waiter do? Let's dive into the story and learn what happened. The restaurant was bustling with activity, the aroma of delicious food wafting through the air. The clinking of glasses and the hum of conversation created a lively atmosphere. Amidst the controlled chaos, a young waiter named Jake moved with grace, his warm smile and attentive demeanor putting guests at ease. Little did anyone know that the owner of the restaurant, Mr. Robert Harris, was working undercover beside him, disguised as a fellow waiter. The day would soon take an unexpected turn, leaving Robert stunned by what he was about to hear. Robert Harris, a successful restaurateur and the owner of the renowned Tranquil Bistro chain, had always prided himself on creating an exceptional dining experience for his patrons. Over the years, his restaurants had earned a reputation for their delectable cuisine and impeccable service. Despite his success, Robert felt increasingly disconnected from the daily operations of his business. He wanted to ensure that his vision for hospitality and excellence was truly being upheld. Determined to gain a first-hand understanding of his restaurant's inner workings, Robert decided to go undercover as a waiter at his flagship location in the heart of the city. Disguised with a modest uniform, glasses, and a neatly trimmed beard, he adopted the alias John and set out to experience his restaurant from the perspective of an employee. As John, Robert arrived early one morning, greeted by the bustling energy of the kitchen and dining area. The restaurant staff, unaware of his true identity, welcomed him as the newest member of the team. Olivia, the seasoned restaurant manager, introduced him to the staff and quickly put him to work, emphasizing the importance of providing exceptional service to their valued guests. Throughout his first day, Robert shadowed experienced waiters and learned the intricacies of the role. He observed how the kitchen staff meticulously prepared each dish, how the waiters efficiently managed their tables, and how the overall atmosphere of the restaurant contributed to the guest experience. Amidst the flurry of activity, one waiter in particular stood out to him, Jake. Jake, a young man in his mid-20s, possessed a natural charm and a genuine passion for hospitality. His interactions with guests were marked by warmth and attentiveness, and he seemed to have an innate ability to anticipate their needs. Robert was impressed by Jake's dedication and his ability to create memorable dining experiences. As the lunch rush approached, Robert found himself working alongside Jake, assisting with orders and ensuring that guests received their meals promptly. He noticed how Jake's positive attitude and friendly demeanor had a calming effect on the entire team. It was clear that Jake was well-liked and respected by both his colleagues and the guests. During a brief lull in service, Robert struck up a conversation with Jake. "Hey Jake, how long have you been working here?" he asked, genuinely curious. Jake smiled. "About 3 years now. I started as a busboy and worked my way up. I love this place and the people I work with." Robert nodded, impressed by Jake's journey. "That's great to hear. You really seem to enjoy what you do." "I do," Jake replied earnestly. "I believe that every guest should leave with a smile on their face. It's not just about the food, it's about the experience." Robert couldn't agree more, but he wanted to delve deeper. "What motivates you to go above and beyond for the guests?" Jake's expression became thoughtful. "I guess it's because I've seen firsthand how small acts of kindness can make a big difference. I grew up in a tough neighborhood, and there were times when a kind word or a helping hand meant the world to me. I want to pay it forward and make a positive impact, no matter how small." Robert felt a pang of admiration for Jake. His sincerity and compassion were evident in every word. It was clear that Jake's dedication went beyond a mere job, it was a calling. As the day progressed, Robert continued to observe Jake's interactions with guests. It was during the dinner service that something truly remarkable happened. A family of 4, clearly exhausted from their long day, entered the restaurant and were seated at one of Jake's tables. The parents looked stressed and the children were restless. Jake approached the table with his usual warm smile. "Good evening, folks. How can I make your day a little brighter?" The father sighed. "It's been a rough day. We're traveling and things haven't gone as planned. The kids are tired and hungry." Jake's eyes softened with understanding. "I'm sorry to hear that. Let me see what I can do to make things better. How about we start with some refreshing drinks and a special treat for the kids?" The parents exchanged grateful glances. "That sounds wonderful. Thank you." Jake quickly arranged for some complimentary appetizers and colorful mocktails for the children. He then engaged the kids in friendly conversation, asking about their favorite activities and making them laugh with playful jokes. The tension at the table began to melt away, replaced by smiles and laughter. As the family's meal progressed, Robert watched in amazement as Jake continued to provide exceptional service. He ensured that the children's meals were served first and even brought out a small dessert on the house. The family left the restaurant with genuine smiles, thanking Jake profusely for turning their day around. It was a heartwarming moment that left a lasting impression on Robert. Jake's actions epitomized the values that Robert had always envisioned for his restaurant: genuine care, empathy, and a commitment to creating memorable experiences for every guest. A few weeks later, Robert decided to visit the restaurant again, this time as himself. He entered the dining area and immediately noticed a family sitting at Jake's table. It was a single mother with her 2 children who looked tired and anxious. Jake approached the table with his characteristic warmth. "Good evening. How can I make your day a little brighter?" The mother sighed. "It's been a tough day. We're going through some financial difficulties and it's hard to make ends meet." Jake's eyes filled with empathy. "I'm really sorry to hear that. Let's see how we can make things a bit easier for you tonight. How about I take care of your meal?" The mother's eyes widened in surprise. "Oh no, that's too generous. We can't accept that." Jake smiled gently. "It's my pleasure. Everyone deserves a bit of kindness, especially when times are tough." The children looked up at their mother with hopeful eyes, and she finally relented with a grateful smile. "Thank you, that's incredibly kind of you." As the family enjoyed their meal, Jake's kindness created a ripple effect. The other waitstaff, inspired by his actions, began finding small ways to brighten their guests' days. Robert watched with pride as his restaurant transformed into a beacon of warmth and generosity. Later that evening, after the restaurant had closed, Robert decided it was time to reveal his true identity and address the entire team. He gathered the staff in the dining area and stood before them, removing his glasses and speaking with sincerity. "Thank you all for your hard work and dedication. My name is Robert Harris and I'm the owner of Tranquil Bistro." A collective gasp went through the room as the staff exchanged shocked glances. Jake's eyes widened in disbelief. "I've been working undercover as John to gain a deeper understanding of what happens in my restaurant on a daily basis," Robert continued. "I wanted to see how we can improve and ensure that we uphold the values that Tranquil Bistro stands for." He turned to Jake, his expression filled with gratitude. "Jake, your kindness and dedication have truly inspired me. Your ability to make every guest feel valued and cared for is remarkable. You embody the essence of hospitality, and I'm incredibly proud to have you on our team." Jake's cheeks turned red with embarrassment, but he managed a humble smile. "Thank you, Mr. Harris. I just try to do my best." "Your best is exceptional," Robert replied. "And I want to recognize your efforts. Starting today, you will be promoted to a management position with a significant raise. Additionally, we will be implementing a program to provide support and assistance to our staff, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive." The room erupted in applause and Jake's eyes filled with tears of gratitude. "Thank you, Mr. Harris. This means the world to me." Robert smiled warmly. "You deserve it, Jake. Keep shining." Over the following weeks, the changes implemented by Robert began to take effect. The restaurant's atmosphere became even more positive and supportive, with employees feeling more motivated and valued. The story of Robert's undercover experience and Jake's heartwarming actions spread throughout the Tranquil Bistro chain, inspiring other locations to embrace the same values of compassion and excellence. The impact of Robert's efforts extended beyond his restaurants. Industry peers took note of the positive changes, and articles highlighting his approach appeared in business journals. Other restaurant owners reached out for advice on creating a healthier work environment. Months passed and Tranquil Bistro continued to thrive. Robert made it a point to visit his restaurants regularly, maintaining a connection with his employees and staying attuned to their needs. One day, as Robert walked through the dining area of the flagship location, he noticed Jake training a new waiter. The young man's confidence and leadership skills had blossomed, a testament to the supportive environment that had been cultivated. Robert approached them with a smile. "How's the training going, Jake?" Jake grinned. "Great, Mr. Harris. Alex here is picking things up quickly." Alex, the new waiter, nodded enthusiastically. "Jake's been a fantastic mentor. I'm learning a lot." "That's wonderful to hear," Robert said. "Keep up the excellent work, both of you." As he continued his visit, Robert felt a sense of accomplishment. The undercover experience had been challenging, but it had also been incredibly rewarding. It had reminded him of the importance of empathy, understanding, and taking action to create a better workplace for everyone. In the end, the story of an undercover boss who went in as a waiter and was stopped cold by what he heard from a waiter became a testament to the transformative power of compassion and understanding. It was a story that inspired change, not just within the walls of a single restaurant, but across an entire organization. As the Tranquil Bistro chain continued to flourish, Robert's commitment to fostering a positive and supportive work environment remained unwavering. The lessons he had learned from his undercover experience served as a guiding light, ensuring that the values of empathy, compassion, and excellence were at the heart of everything they did. And so, the legacy of a humble waiter named Jake and the undercover boss who witnessed his remarkable kindness lived on, inspiring others to make a difference, one small act of kindness at a time. If you enjoyed the story, please support the channel with a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.